I just mastered the one take. Like a lot of people, they look at me now and it's crazy when I go, you know, maybe had to shoot a commercial for this company or do this, or may have a new videographer and they tell me like, dang, like you really just show up and you just go, because it's like I had no choice. I had no editing app. So I had to get it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not know how to edit. So it was no CapCut, it wasn't anything. It was pull out your phone, Instagram, hold it, set it on the tripod and record, get your content out there to the world, get it out there in one take, because I don't know how to edit it and cut this and like, so that helped me out in the long run. And I took this one, I'm like, hold on, something don't feel right. It felt like my arm was coming out of my socket. And then when I looked down, my jeans were covered like brown, and I'm like, yo, what is going on? So I lift my shirt up and my intestines fall out. So now I'm like, oh snap, I've been stabbed. So luckily there was a 7-Eleven right there, so the first immediate is like, yo, I gotta get into the 7-Eleven and tell them to call the ambulance, right? So that night I was like, man, before, I don't know if I'm gonna make it tomorrow, so I was just calling everybody just to tell them I love them one last time. Like, I had my phone out, I'm in the back of the ambulance, like, yo, I love you, boom. You know what I mean? I got to my brother, he was like the last one. Nah, he was the only person that actually picked up, and then I was like, yo, I love you. And then next thing you know, I must have passed out. It's gonna bring you the first episode. So you already know yours truly, Daeron Myers is in the building, y'all. I'm gonna bring in some guests. We're gonna be breaking down some stories. We're gonna be going crazy, but it's a lot of people that don't know the man behind the camera. We got Boss Heavy in the building, and you know what's crazy about it is we're gonna be reversing some roles today. So guess who's gonna be the first guest? It's gonna be me in the building, but I'm gonna start it off right. Hey, Boss Heavy, how you feeling, man? What's happening?
Dog, amazing.
Yeah, talk to me.
Like, listen, man, this has been a long time coming, Day. Like I said before, we've been at this for almost 2 years now.
That's
you know
a
what I
fact.
And to see the work actually show itself this way, bro, it's been absolutely amazing, dog. So for me to be in this seat right now, cuz I can't say nothing else, but dog, I'm blessed.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. People they see the bright lights. They see the nice editing.
Yeah.
They see the nice scenery, man, but it was a long time coming. And people don't understand, y'all. I'm here to tell y'all, it may not look like this right now, but this is a basement of one of my old houses. I just turned into a studio, right? Now, you don't have to go out here and do it. Just utilize what you got. So I'm going to break it off first so it's crazy because y'all seeing somebody who didn't start off with FX30s and transmitters and big boy cameras, start off with an iPhone 8, bro. Come on, man.
Real, bro, in a major way. And it was nothing but God and hustle, man. I tell people all the time, I saw a vision of me making like a ESPN version of the kids for myself. Mm-hmm. And yeah, going out there with the iPhone, honestly, was the best time of my whole career. You really think about it, I was the most free.
That's a fact.
Where you can actually pull up on folks and pull the iPhone out and do the thing. But I was... like, the details matter. So for anybody that's, like I said, starting off in the business and they actually trying to take their videography to the next level and they don't have cameras, I feel like the details matter. The thing that got me over the hump was concentrating on the dirt coming off the cleats, trying to show the kids in a different way than they would just on a regular, story on another film. So we call it interactive dynamic range video, and that's what got me here, bro. Just basically trying to show the kids a different way to present themselves, bro.
That's what's up. And it's crazy because so many people look at me as this big time creator. They see the followers, they see the edits and all that, but they don't understand some of that content was on the iPhone 8.
Facts.
Like, so even if you on a reverse role, like somebody may pull up, you may have somebody that maybe need to just follow you with the iPhone and be able to edit it. It is okay, right? But today, I really want to, I got this question card right here, but I really want to throw the question card out because I really want my man Boss Heavy to talk to me on a real conversation and just see what questions he has for me. That's what I want to bring to y'all on Living Proof, because a lot of people, they see it and they see me living the dreams. They see the live events. They see, maybe I don't even stunt like that on my Instagram. Like, people do come up to me and see, like, Daeron, you was on that nice vacation, you was doing this. And that's not what it's about. It's about just being living proof that if I can do something, somebody else can do something, right? If I can live my life in a manner and live my life and do the things that have my way out here because I made a decision, I believe y'all can do it too. So, Boss, what you got for me today, man?
Man, One of the first questions I do have for you is, when was the moment that you told yourself, like you had it been like a day or an instance where you said, you know what, bruh, I'm not doing nothing else regular. Everything I do from this point forward is going to be on a different level. Like what was the line that was drawn in the sand for you to even become the man that you are today?
So for one, the first time probably was when I was 9 years old and my aunt gave me to my pops who just came home from prison. From that day forward, I said, listen, I'm on my own. I'm going to figure it out. The second thing that hit me was probably during COVID, when I had to be locked in the house and I seen everybody online, everybody on Instagram, everybody, and it was something called Clubhouse back then. And I'm looking at these people like, ain't no way I'm about to keep playing mediocre. It is no way I'm going to keep playing small. I'm seeing people just like me driving Lamborghinis, having that way out here, dream vacations, retiring their mom. That's when it was like, all right, cool. That 9-year-old boy that started dreaming and wanted to be this and be this became reality for me. It said, no, now you at a point where that dream can become reality. Now you at a point where you got to go all in. Now you at a point when you done failed this business, and the carrier business you got right. Now it's for you to serve the world.
Yeah.
And now once I start getting online and saying, you know what? I'm not being shy, because let's be honest, let's be real. A lot of people don't create content is because you're so worried about what somebody else thinking.
Thinking.
At that moment, I said, I ain't worried about nobody, what anybody think, how I look, how I sound, what I got on, if I got crust on the side of my, like, I'm just going to start getting it out there to the world. And I started imperfect, and it's crazy that it perfectly lined up.
Listen, bro, I feel like you are the definition of massive imperfect action. Bro, we just sat here and you just shocked me again. I know you all this time, and you just told me you don't even have CapCut on your phone. Listen, you have been able to run up over 400,000 followers on Instagram, almost 70,000 followers on YouTube, a ton of followers on TikTok, LinkedIn. You're world renowned at this point, and you telling me that you don't have an editing app on your phone.
Nah.
Explain to me what made you actually put together that gene to put together a team of this magnitude, because I feel like a lot of people see you, but they don't realize that you've been able to accumulate like A players everywhere.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So where did that come from, and how did you actually like even stumble upon doing something this crazy without a CapCut on your phone, bro? Like you put a lot of content out there, and I'm like, bro, that was the most shocking thing I've ever heard somebody tell me with your type of following, bro.
So for one, I just said, listen, I just mastered the one take. Like a lot of people, they look at me now and it's crazy when I go, maybe had to shoot a commercial for this company or do this, or may have a new videographer, and they tell me like, dang, like you really just, you just show up and you just go, because it's like I had no choice. I had no editing app. So I had to get it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not know how to edit. So it was no CapCut. It wasn't anything. It was pull out your phone, Instagram, hold it, set it on the tripod and record, get your content out there to the world. Get it out there in one take, because I don't know how to edit it and cut this and like so that helped me out in the long run. But the second part to your question was putting together a dream team. Was I know potential, right? So one thing that I look at is this person a hard worker? Is this person take pride in what they do, right? I'm a person that's always gonna give you a chance, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's really like, hey, listen, I'm giving you a chance. It's up to you to show me, are you ready for this position? Are you ready to go? And it just so happened that worked out. But there's one thing that I always looked at is this person resilient, and is this person a student of their craft, right? I can't teach that. Like that hunger, that desire that you want to get better, I can't do that, right? So it's a lot of people that had that hunger, that had that desire, but on paper, they may not look the most attractive, or they may not have the most results. But I'm willing to take those people on and say, hey, listen, if you're willing to walk with me, I'm going to show you how to run.
Man, dog, you couldn't have said it any better, because one thing that you've always done is lead by example. And it's crazy, like we was talking about before we went live, like we were talking about linking up a few years ago in Atlanta at Neo's event, right? We in there at this point in time, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You're not even talking like that. You in there really observing the room, filling out the room.
Got to be a student first.
Took in a lot of info. We took a picture with you and Neo. Now we fast forward to the day. We looked at the award that we just had on the wall, talking about you collecting the ClickFunnels Award in 2024 for a 2 Comma Club Award. And today we just opened up a plaque for the CBA to award your students with the first 7-figure like earners or whatever within your community, whatever. How do you feel at this juncture in your journey, knowing that not only have you took in the information, but now you also impacted that many lives to the point where you got 7-figure earners coming out the CBA?
Man, it's unreal. Like, and you the one that really pointed it out to me. Like, dang, like you don't realize that you was the one that was receiving 2 Comma Club awards, and now you giving them out, right? So you had to stop me because I'm such a runner. I'm such a doer. I don't stop and celebrate and scoreboard watch too often. So it's like when you said that, it was like, yo, wow.
Crazy work.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I really had to create a video and take a picture and send it into, some of my highest earners that I've been able to teach the courier business. And I said, y'all need this on y'all wall, right? Like when I put that, I know what it felt like to put that 2 Comma Club award on my wall. Like, nah, like I'm off to something, right? I'm off to the races. Like I'm about to be off the leash, like, because it's that first, like that first million is the hardest. Like once you learn how to make that first million, you just do more other stuff that helps you to get there. And it's next thing you know, you roll into 5 and then into 10 million. But man, how I'm feeling, bro, I don't know. Like we just unboxed it today. I think it's gonna hit me when I'm standing next to somebody and I'm telling them how does this feel, and they pouring that heart out and saying, man, Daeron, I'm on stage with you. Thank you so much. And then I get to rewatch that, record and rewatch that picture. But right now it's just like, yo, this thing gold plated, it's sexy.
Yo.
It's fine. Like somebody, that's why I say like they gotta put that on that wall. Like it's nasty work. You know what I mean? It's nasty.
Nah,
so when they get that award, they really like that thing. I promise you, their parents gonna be more proud of them for getting that than any Ivy League degree.
Hey, and I could say that with a straight face, because when your parents walk in and they see a gold plated, how big is that award, man? Like from a standpoint of a feet and width standpoint.
Like I don't know, that thing may be 3 foot.
About 3 feet, about 3 by 2, something like that.
3 by 2.
You put that on any wall, it's taking over. I don't care what diploma you got on that joint. It's not gonna feel right next to that award right there. It's not even going. You get what I'm saying? So
for sure.
So just the fact to even come in and see you unbox that put a lot of things in perspective. But let's walk back. Let's take it back for like a quick second. You just said something that was crazy. And I remember when, we were shooting an episode before, you said something that kind of struck me off guard. You was like, yo, for the first, I guess, couple 100,000, when you were actually starting to get the ball running, you were behind the business. Like you were actually answering the calls, running the webbies, walk us through that one time. Like, what did that look like to actually get to the point where you actually even seen the first demo? Like, what did it take for you to actually like wear all those hats and do it like that? And what was the moment that actually like brought you to the point where you was like, I couldn't do that no more?
So for one, I was running behind the business. So the business had taken off, right? I started creating content at a massive level. I'm putting out 4 or 5 pieces of content, just me, right? So before I had the social media manager, I had to record the content. I had to give it the caption, had to upload it, put it out there, right? Then I started running webinars. So now people are, 3,000 people are registering to my webinar every week, and now I'm selling them because my free stuff is better than my paid stuff. So now I got all these people buying into my community, but now they want mentorship, right? I don't have that offer dialed in yet. So now I don't have a sales team. So now I'm on the phone, but there's also support.
Okay.
Hey, how do I get this link? How do I get this? So I'm looking at, 50 emails a day. Now I got to run over here. Okay, cool. Are my ads running? Oh, snap. I got to go over here and make sure that this next week's webinar is running on top of creating content. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the business had took off, and now I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm running behind that thing. I'm up all night. You know what I mean? Right. Like I'm up all night, man. I'm working 20 hours a day from the time I wake up, just making sure everybody good. I ain't had no community manager, so I got to keep the energy in the communities high. Like that. But that was the best lesson that I could ever do, on top of email marketing and setting my own website up. I had none of this, so I had to do this from scratch.
This is what I'm
saying. But the biggest thing that you don't realize, that was the blessing.
Oh, wow.
Because now when I started to hire, I knew exactly what I needed. I knew exactly what person that needs to fill this. I know exactly what you need to be doing every day, and I know exactly how you cannot bullshit me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You saw it already.
I already saw it.
Yeah, okay.
So a lot of people be like, yo, I was drained, but during that season, I'm so glad that I went through it, because if something break, it's not if it's gonna break, it's when it's gonna break. Your system, something gonna happen. And now I know exactly what I need to be doing. Boom, I'm on it. I can fix it myself if my staff can't take care of it, or if they off. So it was the blessing, man. But yeah, I was running behind the business. Money was rolling in. You know, I was just me trying to support all these people. Right. So now you getting hundreds of people in your program every week, and it's only one of you.
In order to be living proof, I believe that you have to have a life-altering situation where it changes the perspective on life. Now, outside of just financial gain and outside of the success that you had with the CBA, I know like you had a life-altering situation before all this, like getting, you know, going through that I guess that brawl, whatever, that broke out. Like, walk us through that one time and what was going through your mind actually coming about it to become the man that you are right now.
Yeah, so 24 years old, right? Having the time of my life, partying, right? Altercation breaks out, getting into a scuffle now. You know, we grew up getting in the scuffles, you know what I'm saying? Like, house parties, you already knew, like, man, the day up in here, ain't no way out. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna have to battle and fight our way out. But this time was different because I'm swinging and we scuffling and we rumbling, and then I look down and I took a swing. I'm like, hold on, something don't feel right. It felt like my arm was coming out of my socket. And then when I looked down, my jeans were covered like brown. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? So I lift my shirt up and my intestines fall out. So now I'm like, oh snap, I've been stabbed. So luckily there was a 7-Eleven right there. So the first immediate is like, yo, I got to get into the 7-Eleven and tell them to call the ambulance, right? So that night I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it tomorrow. So I was just calling everybody just to tell them I love them one last time. Like, I had my phone out. I'm in the back of the ambulance like, yo, I love you. Boom. You know what I mean? I got to my brother. He was like the last one. Nah, he was the only person that actually picked up. And then I was like, yo, I love you. And then next thing you know, I must have passed out. But, you know, sitting in the hospital for 5 days, that was the first time, because I was young and I was wild and I was moving so fast up New York, going to get work, you know, hitting the block, hitting the streets, that I never got time to think on what did I want my life to be. So I think it was God's way of saying, hey, listen, I'm going to sit you down and I'm going to give you a permanent mark so you never forget where you came from. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you 5 days in the hospital where the only thing that you could do is sit with yourself. You split from here to here. You ain't getting up.
Your intestines came out, fam?
Yeah, they was out of here.
So you had to catch your intestines before they hit the floor?
Yeah, I had to run with them to 7-Eleven like this.
Oh, man.
All right, they didn't come detached, but they was hanging out.
Yeah,
so,
I got you.
So that was the first time it was like, yo, I had to sit with myself and talk to myself, slow down my life, and then for the next 30 days, I was on bed rest, so I had all that time to just brainstorm, talk to myself, get to know me, get to know my strengths, get to know where I needed to be, right? Like, study stuff online. I had my phone, so I was studying things online, and I was realizing, like, the world was changing, and I wasn't even noticing. Like, delivery business, now, you know, Amazon was booming, you know, DoorDash was just starting up. So I'm like, yo, this delivery business is starting to blow. Like, let me look into that. And then also in the back of my mind, like, content was starting to take off. Like, that was like Vine. Yeah. And people was doing it for the Vine and all that. And they were like, you know, the people that was doing it for Vine and content creators, they was becoming the new celebrities at that time. So, man, that was, you know, that was a life-changing event, but it was a blessing because I seen clear what I wanted to do walking forward.
Hey, I knew of the story. I didn't even know the magnitude of it. I've heard you tell the story in various ways, but bro, that's one of those moments in time that I feel like actually shifted not only like your projection in life, but like what you like. We wouldn't be sitting here right now if that didn't happen.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, if that didn't happen, Daeron, boy, you still running off the leash. You doing all types of things right now, right? So being a student and actually looking at the game from a different level has been one of the things that I've noticed that you've been you take serious. Like you came in here last night and was like, yo, I gotta learn, I gotta push some buttons, I gotta do this. Throughout your journey of becoming the man that you are today, man, throughout the business and everything, like who taught you, who gave you like the most gems, or how do you feel, like how did you even get to the point where you became such a student of your craft?
Man, shout out to my Uncle Nah, rest in peace. You know, who used to date my Aunt Gladys, also rest in peace. He was the first person, he would just come in and just rub my head. Like, man, I'm rubbing knowledge in your head.
Yeah.
Like, now that I look back, because you can only connect the dots in your life looking back, I'm like, yo, he was literally just rubbing knowledge. He was literally just giving me words of affirmation that I could be something, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just knew, like, it felt good, and I felt like he believed in me. That was like the first time. You know, the second time was, my Aunt Nolly's husband, my Uncle Ron, when I went to go live with them, when I was, moving from house to house, I went to go live with them, and he just said, listen, he just told me, like, Daeron, you just, that was the first person that talked to me in big boy language. He said, listen, you're not a burden to people. They're a burden to themselves, and you're just an add-on. You know what I mean? Like, because I used to say, like, yo, what's up with my mom? What's up with my pops? Like, why they just can't get it right and take care of me like any normal, family.
Yeah.
But he was the one that really broke it down to me and started giving me like real life, not child protecting me. He's telling me like real life, this is what's going on in real life.
Shit.
Like,
How
you
old
can
are you?
become something. I'm like, by that time, I'm probably like 15. You know what I mean? So a lot of, like, ain't no sugarcoating it. It's like, this is life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't get it right, your life is going to look like a statistic and be just like anybody else's. And that's when it started to hit me like, all right, I got to double down and really be serious and intentional about my life, because I saw it all the time. Like, a lot of my friends, like, they just be running off the leash and not being intentional. Next thing you know, they catching 25 years. I never wanted to be that person.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, they just run. They not even thinking.
Yeah.
And that's when it became like intentional. And now it's like, I'm a student of what I'm doing. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do to my best ability, right? Like, I was a C student because it was easy, but then I became a straight A honor student because it's like, bro, if I'm going to do it, like, why not give it the best of my ability, right? If I'm going to become a coach or an entrepreneur, why not give it to the best of my ability? Like, the things that I do with the time that the day gives me matters.
Facts.
I'm not a person about to just walk through life and expect things to just magically happen. No, you got to open those doors.
Facts.
Right? You got to be managing your time to be more efficient.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason why we got the same 24 hours and somebody else out here going crazy and you out here complaining. What's the difference?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the difference?
Facts.
The difference is you BSing, they turning it up.
Yeah.
They a student, they studying, they networking, they doing the things that's going to move them forward. So before I became a student of just the world, I became a student of people. All right, they're successful. What are they doing?
Right.
I started adapting their habits. Okay, they reading books. Well, they run, pick up a book. And I'm not talking about no fictional book. I'm talking about a personal development.
Yeah.
They ain't watching TV at night. They watching podcasts. Well, guess what? I'm going to replace my TV with podcasts. I'm not listening to music in the radio. No, I'm not listening to the radio. I'm listening to some stuff that now I can utilize, whether it's personal development, business development, money growing, right? Fatherhood, or just being a better person. I would rather those things feed into me way more than just the BS.
Hey man, you said a lot in that segment there. You were talking about like you turn into what you tune into.
That's a fact.
Right. And I recently got the pleasure of getting one of your first books, bro. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. When you gave me the book, I looked at it and I said, well, I like the way that he even put the book together. Because it's like it's not like it doesn't overwhelm you off break. You understand? Mm-hmm. You can look at it but the first page, and I'm not gonna give y'all too much of what's going on in this book. I gotta grab the book. It's named "You're Not Broken. You're Just Fighting the Wrong Battle."
Yeah.
Right. And the fact that he just gave us the reasoning behind how he even thinks as Daeron Myers, I have to give you guys the introduction to this and ask you a few questions about it. But the intro goes like this. It says, you wake up every day with the best intentions. You tell yourself, today I'm going to be different. More focused, more disciplined, more patient, more consistent. More like the person that you're capable of becoming. But somehow you keep ending up in the same place, the same habits, the same reactions, the same cycles, the same patterns that you swore you were done with. And after a while, quiet questions start to form inside. What's wrong with me? Most people think the battle's outside of them. They blame circumstances. They blame people. They blame bad luck. They blame the environment. They blame the past. But the truth is deeper. The real war has never been around you. It's always been within you. There's an inner voice that sabotages the old programs that reacts and wounded parts that protect, a survival system that no longer fits the life that you're trying to build. And it's not that you're broken. It's not that you're weak. It's that you're fighting the wrong enemy. Daeron, what made you start off your book with such a powerful message to anybody reading this thing? Like this right here, honestly, like was powerful in so many ways because it wasn't a lot of words. It wasn't like a eulogy. You literally formatted the mindset that you will need to be successful within the first page of your introduction of your book. Mm-hmm. Talk about this, man. And how'd you even come up with the thought process of writing this? And who is this book meant for, bro?
So it's meant for whoever it speaks to, right? It's just how, like, most people write a book and they just write about their life, right? Yeah. But I wrote a book talking to, like, through the journey of that I had to take and me talking to myself, right? But also me becoming living proof and now helping other people. So it's 3 parts, right? How I had to talk to myself, my stories, right? That way you can identify like what you've been, real stuff that I had to go through. And then now on the other side, being able to help somebody else, right? So I had to start it off on letting people know that, hey, listen, what you are fighting is the wrong battle. For me, I've been fighting that battle for so long and thinking it's the world and thinking it's that the generation before me and then thinking that it's because I was raised in this environment. That's not the battle. The battle is yourself. If you master yourself, you can master your attention. You can master your environment. It don't matter if I'm living in hell and hot water, but I can master my perception on life. That way I get the lessons out of everything that I've been through. Like when shit happened to me, it ain't happening to me, it's happening for me. And that's because perspective changed.
Yeah, that's everything.
That's now though, but back in the day, oh man, everything happening to me, man, I ain't never gonna make it. I'm giving myself the affirmations of failure, but it take the same amount of energy to give yourself the affirmations of success. The same amount of energy. The only thing they gotta change is perspective.
Right.
Cool. Your mom was on drugs, your dad was on drugs, they didn't raise you. Now you know how to be a better parent.
Facts. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That part.
You didn't have. You got made fun of. You had to go to the Goodwill. People had to adopt you on Christmas.
Word.
They wrong. Now you give back on Christmas.
I like
right?
that. I like
but
that.
imagine if I never went through that, I would never be this person. They wrong. Now you have the ability to figure it out. Yeah. Now you are self-sufficient. You're not relying on people. Now you are grateful when you receive something, and now you're not taking it just for an advantage. So I had to start it off with the real war. So y'all understand, like when you read this, you are not fighting against the world. You are fighting against yourself, and you gotta beat yourself. And I promise you, the world is easy.
Too easy. Once you master yourself.
Once you beat yourself, the world is easy.
Light work, bro.
I can tell if you get mad at me, it ain't about me.
Yeah.
It really ain't about me. It's about what you're going through. If you don't know how to have emotional control or emotional intelligence, it ain't about me.
That's deep, bro.
But if I match your energy, now we both in the same cycle of fighting outside forces when I can just say, you know what, you got it. And go about my day. Yeah. Because the real battle is within.
Hey, that's deep, bro. If somebody was just now tuning in, I'm talking about, bro, they've never seen you before a day in their life. Mm-hmm. And they just cut this podcast on. What is something that you would want the world to know about you, Daeron Myers?
Something that the world needs to know is I don't have it all the way figured out. A lot of people look at me and think that I walk on water. If I jump on water, I'm sinking just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? I get sick just like everybody else. Like I bleed just like everybody else. But one of the biggest things is I realized in my life that no matter what the obstacle was, I failed, but I got right back in line to say, hey, listen, I'm bigger now, I'm better, and now I'm more equipped to hit the goal. I see a lot of people in their life, what they do is they try something, they feel, oh, it's hot over here. Or I got to put in all this work, and they abort the mission. So somebody needs to realize Daeron never aborted the mission. Y'all looking at this from a 9-year-old boy who got transferred to his pops and said, listen, I want to be on my own. I got to figure this out. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand. It started at 9. Y'all seeing this in my 30s, but it started at 9. I've been at this grind for a long time, right? I jumped off the porch early. Like, I've been trying to make things happen, and now y'all just seeing it in the line because the failures that I had to go through, I just had to get it right once. So now y'all seeing the one success out of a million failures. You know, you feel what I'm saying? So you got to fail your way to success. So when you looking at me, I also want you to understand that I have long faith. And what I mean by long faith is a lot of people have faith, but it's short. I got faith to jump. I got faith to leave my job. I got faith to start this business. But when you jump and now you falling and that parachute ain't coming out, do you still have faith? Now you done left your job and that business ain't producing the income you wanted to do you still have faith?
Facts.
Right? So when I'm going through things and I'm like, man, listen, it ain't working for me, but I still got faith. I got that long faith.
Hey, that's deep, bro.
You feel me?
That's heavy. Hey, he talking heavy in here because a lot of people they can only go as far as they can see, and it's a crazy dynamic to even speak from that place because it's like, yo, in order to even be here, in order to even do what I've watched you do within the last couple weeks here, you had to have faith, bro. You really jumped off the porch in building this space for other entrepreneurs to come sit in this chair and actually tell their story, and only a handful of people know what really went into this. But for me to actually see. Like, nah, and it wasn't like you were sure about everything, but you knew that once it got here, we was gonna figure it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? We gonna run right now. We gonna figure it out.
That's it. We gonna figure it out, but we gotta get started to figure it out.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people, what they don't know about me is, like, I walk with God every single day. I don't care what curse words may come out my mouth or how I may lose my temper at times. I'm human. Right? He didn't make me perfect for a reason. Right? So, okay, cool. We create a solution, but now it's another problem. That's always gonna happen in your life. And you gotta embrace it. I don't know what's going on, what we need, but okay, cool. Lay the carpet down. Now we need this. Now we need that. Life will start giving you where you need to be and putting those puzzle pieces together. Like, okay, cool. Now we need this. And now you see the whole picture. Now you see the whole scope. I couldn't tell you what the living proof sign was going to be like. I couldn't tell you what the wall was going to look like. Like, I had to look at the wall and say, all right, cool, I painted it. No, I don't want that. Add this. No, you know what? Let's paint it green under here. Like, yo, once you start moving, you will catch momentum. And when you catch momentum, it's hard for you to stop.
Hey, real talk. Make sure that y'all stamp the video at this point right here, because that was one of the realest quotes that you could ever hear in your entirety of your life. Listen, all you got to do is actually take action, and the answers will start to reveal themselves, man. Hey, man, Dave, man, I know that again, you one of the most passionate talkers or the most passionate communicators that I've ever been around. Like, if I didn't know you, I would feel like you was a violent communicator. I've had people actually ask you to go and start preaching for real though.
No, that's a fact.
Like, not with like a joke on it, not smiling or nothing. Like, the inner passion that you have for the things that you say and do is contagious, bro. So I want you to just look into that mic or look into that camera right there and tell that other 9-year-old or that other 10-year-old that's watching this right now that's feeling the way that you were feeling, like a message of encouragement to make it through whatever they're going through in this season of their life, so that they could one day be living proof that they got to the other side of this. Yeah.
So it's crazy. Before I get into that, it's crazy how I used to just walk around and talk to myself. Like, it's crazy that I'm saying that, right? But I used to just walk around and talk to myself and act like I was in front of thousands of people. You know what I mean? And perform like, what? I'd be in the house going in. Like, that's what people don't like. I would be in the house going in, but it's crazy. I was just preparing myself for this moment the whole time. So a lot of people like, man, how you get up there with so much confidence? How you like? I used to have to talk to myself as well because I used to make a lot of excuses.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I used to be down on my luck. I used to be saying that, well, our family may just be cursed. It just don't happen for people like me. I used to have that stinking thinking as well.
Right.
So I had to develop a voice that was going to pierce through my skin and pierce through my ears where when I heard it, I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to say it internally. So now y'all just saying it externally, but I had to say it. So for that 9-year-old boy, I'm here to say that you are living proof that you already beat 100% of the battles. You just need to keep going. You are developing. It is your season. It is your character. It is building you. Every obstacle builds you. It is okay to embrace the pain. It is okay to embrace things that are not happening. I'm telling you, if you don't get the win, it is okay. It is your path. Sometimes you're not going to get the win. You're going to give it everything that you got. And you're not going to get the win because why? It is not for you. Maybe if you got the win, it would have done more harm than helped you. It may would have boosted your ego and had you stop working. It may would have boosted the way that you act and now become arrogant. So it's okay to not win every single day. Just keep going, keep pressing forward, and keep moving.
Hey, man, listen. Y'all getting it. I get this a lot. You know what I mean? I've been around you. But I'm telling you, like, this is a contagious, like, surge of emotion that you speak with, bro. And I can't really even, like, put it into words. It's so hard for me to even, like, put it into words for real. But honestly, man, this has been a blessing to even have you bless me, to even come onto your platform, man. After all the work, I'm talking about 7 million views plus of work, bro, that we done put in over the last couple of years, bro. To be here right now and like be able to actually share this moment with you, bro. And I thank you for even giving the Jamaican with the iPhone 8 a shot, bro. Like, to be honest with you, if we don't ever, you know what I'm saying, hear this, I might not be in front of the camera ever again. But if this is it, let me go ahead and thank you and be like, bro, like, you gave me an opportunity that I would never, ever, ever, like, minimize or downplay because you could have did so many other things, bro. And I know that you really, like, rolled the dice on your boy. And the fact that you been speaking life into me, like, just like this what y'all getting right now today, I've been getting for a year and a half every Friday. You know what I mean? My man come with this shit every Friday, man. And I just wanted to personally say thank you, man. But before we get up out of here, before we end the episode, man, what is it that, you want the audience to know? Where should they follow you with? Like give them all the sauce, man.
For sure. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all seeing the Living Proof podcast hosted by me. And again, I just want to say thank you for, seeing my vision, you know what I mean, and rocking, because there's a lot of people that, you know what I mean, they say they're going to do something, but commitment, even if you don't want to do it, even if you are no longer in the mood, we still showed up. We still produced, right? And it's only right to have you producing the Living Proof podcast because nobody was in putting cameras on cake stands when we had carpet and we had to figure it out. Yeah, so nobody else deserves to come push this button in this $50,000 studio. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I appreciate that, bro, because like you said, consistency is one of those things that a lot of people don't talk about. But bro, I don't think we missed a week in 2 years. Think about what's going on. August 3rd, 2024, I walked in this very room and looked in the camera, looking at the album, I was like, man, hey, shout out to New Beginners. I don't know where this is going to go. Here we are, less than 2 years later, bro, and we haven't missed a Monday. We might have missed maybe one Monday out of
maybe one,
but
we always made it happen. And we're gonna do the same thing with the Living Proof, bigger and better. You know what I mean? And we just want to bring the world a new dynamic, right? Not only to me, because so many people, they see me in this motivational moment. They see me in educating, but I don't think they really understand the true makeup and the true DNA on how I get down and so many other aspects that I can help people and talent. But I also want y'all to hear real life stories, and I want to bring it in, bring it out of them, right? Sitting right here in a comfortable setting where they can give it to y'all and give it to the world. So listen, I'm here to tell you, man, this boss Heavy in the building. He came through, the producer of the show. A lot of people wouldn't even give people that chance or that shot to be like, hey, listen, interview. Like, nah, just go sit behind the cameras and get. But I'm just so happy for you and so thankful for you, y'all. So listen, Living Proof Podcast, y'all, is officially live. Y'all about to get so many dope episodes. Y'all about to get so much game. Y'all about to be getting so much hope through self-help, through entrepreneurship, through business, just through living proof that you are capable of doing it. So while y'all watching this, man, I hope y'all are absolutely taking notes, but more importantly, taking action. And if y'all feel like y'all know a guest that has an audience that like needs more push, just do me a favor. Like just go ahead and email me at the Living Proof Podcast Club at gmail.com. I'm gonna say it one more time. Living Proof Podcast Club at gmail.com. Go ahead and send me an email with that guest. I want to hear from them. I want them to come sit down with me, man. I want to come chop it up with me, man. And I just really want to have a good time and have real stories and have an outlet for people to get their stories out, man. So y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the Living Proof. Let's get it.